Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be doing a campaign in this one, because we've not done one of these for a while. We're actually starting in the north, which is surprising. This still is going to be the first map. It's quite a rare start, this. Don't know what this is. The game itself is a 4v1. It's an ASIM. 2015, this game is from. This is going to be the campaign game mode, which is going to be 5 game modes split across 5 rounds, basically. Set into days for the purposes of the law. Each round's going to have a different theme to it, apart from day 1, day 4. They're both going to be hunt. How we normally do this is we pick and spend monsters, because there's actually 5 days and 5 different types of monsters. So, maybe Wraith first in this one, because I don't think we've done Wraith first in a lot of videos that we've done at this now. So we'll do Voodoo Wraith. We're against Emmett, Bucky, Abe, and Blitz Markov for this one. We will do everything we normally do in a standard hunt video, because it is literally just a hunt round for the first day. We'll get going. Team's quite good, starting out. A lot of damage coming our way. Abe is correct into Wraith as well, because we have stasis. A little bit of a cutscene at the beginning of each round in this mode as well. So you get a bit of lore fed to you. Drip fed, I should say. We'll see in a moment's time. You get a little cutscene at the beginning of each round, advertising basically what the bonus is going to be. So if the hunters kill me in this one, they get stink, which removes my ability to smell in the next round. If I win, I've actually forgot. No, it's hostile wildlife for this one. So if I win, the vats get destroyed and the chemicals go into the river, and it creates hostile wildlife for the next round. The way the game works is stage 1 monsters are very weak, so we're just going to be going around the map looking for wildlife, like so. To fill up this little ring meter that you can see, we've been clouded by these steamodons. Yeah, stage 1 monsters are very weak, so we don't want anything to do with the hunters this early. So we don't take any damage because these do attack back. Trapjaws, we're going to move on here now. Trapjaws are a bit more of a monster deterrent than a Hunter one, because they can get rid of them quite quickly. I can't, so... Launches. Talking to some beetle shit. Very nutritious. We did alert birds there though, that's pretty unfortunate. About what's going on here, because they're probably going to cut across. We need one singular bar. They're over there somewhere at the moment. Not mean to alert them birds. This is going to give us stage 2 ready, which is where the fighting is going to begin. We're just going to get a bit more distance, because there is plenty of line of sight there. Yeah, I think. So we'll go stage 2. When we evolve, we get bigger, we get more HP, we get more damage, we can get ability points as well. We'll buy Abduct and upgrade Warp and Supernova. We don't really need to bother with Decoy because it does everything it needs to. And base, at least from 1 up to 2, and now, yeah, they are over there. Get a bit more distance because they're actually quite close there, and that is Abe based on the silhouette. We'll get the armour filled back up again because it does refresh when you evolve. They are over there, I can see them. Get the armour and then we'll get in there. That's fucking annoying. It's fine. Get the bar here. What we can do is miss the abduct. That's hilarious. Right. Because I've missed that, we'll do the all supernova decoy trick. Please be Ave. It's fine. Didn't achieve much of anything there, but you know. We'll continue. We actually get that there. Just do it for the damage in this instance. Stasis is very bad into Wraith for the reasons you're seeing right there. We have to traverse. to get out of it, because it is very strong against Wraith. Stasis is probably the preferred slowdown you'd want if you were facing Wraith. The dome did deactivate there as well because we killed Abe. Abe is in charge of the dome that you saw around us. Fine. The idea here is to pull him away and then go back in on the team. Do like that. Just so we don't take as much damage from the assault while we work on getting strikes on Abe. Strikes being the little white blocks you can see. When they get 2, the next time they go down, that missed, they'll die outright. Dude, this stasis is really fucking me over. Use that traversal. Wraith does really suffer into stasis for these reasons that you're seeing. 3 bars. We are getting close to stage 3 here. Stage 3 is the final evolution of the monster. Where we will see, or you will see anyway, what the power roll actually should look like in an ASIM. We do have Carnival on the way that also does its power roll correctly. It's just a shame the common popular game in the series, or the genre I should say, hasn't a fucking clue what the power roll actually is. Which is why we play different ASIMs on this channel. To show you all what was, you know. We do kill Abe there because we did get enough strikes, and I'm going to try and eat him. With the decoy. Decoy actually destroyed that. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. We'll try Bucket because Emmett's behind there. I'm not going to be able to hit him with this. So I would like to go to stage 3 with a bit more than just 2 strikes on Abe. We do get 1 on Bucket. Potentially push for a Emmett strike there. I'll just jump into it. Try to get them sentries in that warp blast at the same time there. It's fine. Get out now. We're going to have Abe coming back in a moment's time. Yeah, 10 seconds. What we'll do is we'll go stage 3. Achieve our final form. So, ladies and gentlemen, just for the first round we'll mention this, and then we'll just let it play out in the rest of the rounds. This is how you do the power roll. So, by virtue of me getting to stage 3, this is something the hunters, well, it's literally the hunter's objective to stop me from getting to this stage on all monsters, stop all monsters getting to stage 3. When it happens in the game, there is no second chances, there is no rulebook, there is no dilly-dallying, hand-holding shite designed to take away from this game's power roll. Basically, if the hunters let a monster get to stage 3 in this game, the game says, get fucked to the hunters, basically, because now they have to deal with a stage 3 alien hyper mutant that does everything that it would look like it would do, you know? Because, again, this is what ASIMs used to be like before a certain something bastardised the fucking genre and dumbed it down for the masses. So, because Abe is now isolated and the rest of the team is fighting a sloth, that's going to be basically a delete on Abe. Because again, mistakes are punished. Decoy bucket here, we need to get over there to that beam now, dealer. We try and bucket down. I did miss that, I'm going to have to get rid of this first. So this will respawn anybody that's dead, so going for everybody else and then letting it go off is just doesn't mean anything. Because he doesn't have his medic with him either. He goes down as well because you need very good positioning against the stage 3. If you don't play the game correctly, you lose in this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the target one. The blue robot is the one we want. You do get 5 seconds and he is going to live, so they are going to get a new respawn here. But as you can see, the actual power you have now with all your abilities and everything. Because this is what a stage 3 monster looks like. It's by the lore itself of the game as well. This is why they tell them not to let monsters get to stage 3. You see it in the game. We are going to get the respawn. We will take regen, even though we don't really need it, but don't have anything else. It is worth mentioning in the same breath that Carnival at the moment is kind of doing this as well, this approach, where mistakes are actually punished, you know. Just delightfully refreshing. There has been 1 or 2 comments already in the Carnival Discord of, you know, and you can tell you can tell what type of people it is as well, because some of them are like, killer's too OP, you know, all this kind of thing. XD, you know, literally a fucking 12-year-old. The majority of Dead by Daylight's playlist, basically. But, you know, as somebody who's been here for a long time in the ASIM genre now, these are the people you should not be fucking listening to when you're designing an ASIM game. At the end of the day, you design it based on player skill, because if it's actually designed on player skill, it's more engaging for both sides, because it'd be more engaging if the hunters were to win this, you know? There it is, we win the first round. That's the discussion over. We'll let it play now. We've got a lot of things to say, fellas, on this particular channel. So yeah, this is hostile wildlife. That was the cutscene that was in my head when I was trying to think out which one it actually was. So basically, and this is actually a talking point in a different topic that I did want to actually touch on, at least in the video, now that it's actually popped up. There was a complaint back in the day with this game that hunting the monster was boring from the hunter perspective, because there wasn't really much to do. It was just a case of following footprints and things like this. This mutator right here, obviously because we're playing as monster, you're not really going to see it from the hunter perspective. But this was basically the fix for that. So what this does is basically, it's quite similar to Left 4 Dead's Horde mechanic, or that was the thing I recommended, where every now and again you'd get a small pack of like trapjaws, for example, that'd come and attack the hunters, and then they'd have to fend them off and shoot them and all that kind of stuff. Obviously you'd situationally balance this. We'll do aviary actually. You balance this so that it wouldn't happen when you were in a fight with a monster. So obviously there wouldn't be shit everywhere and the hunters would get overwhelmed in that regard, you know. But whilst the monster was out of a fight, you would get packs of wildlife. You're on an alien planet, anything could come to attack you, right? They could have done this, you know? And this kind of does that, because a lot of the wildlife in this map now is going to be hostile to the hunters and looking for them and seeking them out for this round. We're on Nest, so we'll be a bit thematic. We will lock in Gorgon. We'll just do default Gorgon. We're against Laz, Hank, Jack, and Hyde for this one. Gorgon is the weakest monster in the game. We're going to reduce damage by 10% with a bit of armour. She just has very low numbers. Kit's fine. Kit's actually very interesting, to be honest. She's a bit of a minion placer. She can split herself into 2, similar to Wraith, but detonate herself. The team itself's quite good. It does have Lazarus on it, which means they're going to sack a bit of healing, but it is Hank, so... Yeah, we do have Hank, who's probably the best support in the game, to be honest. So we'll see. Jack does kind of fall off against Gorgon now. He's really good against goalie. We also get bigger wildlife, that's worth mentioning actually. So Reavers are usually 1 bar. You'll notice they're all reskinned as well because they're all diseased. Again, in the genre these days, it'll just be basically the same wildlife. It'll just target you with no actual tell, you know, because we won't be arsed with reskinning or making anything different. But that's what we're all going to be happy with, apparently. Yeah, the way this mode works is we're going to be rushing to get out of stage 1 as quickly as possible because we need to contend and defend our eggs, basically. If the hunters kill all the eggs, they win. If they kill me, they win. If we kill the hunters, the same as the hunt round, we win. Or if all the eggs live for the timer in the top left, we win as well. Because that means we've defended them for, you know, a length of time that's adequate. I really need some wildlife pretty damn quickly because they've already got the first egg done and we're not quite at stage 2 yet. The game is just refusing to give me wildlife, which is not the greatest. We do get ability cooldowns though, that's going to be very good. Apologise if you can hear a dog. The usual. But yeah. We do have some wildlife here, okay, that's fine. Right, I don't know where they are. Shit, that's fine. I was gonna say I was just gonna go for it straight there, but I don't know which way they're coming. Tell you what, just go over here. I'd love a traversal right now, game. Cheers. Right, just go for it. We just need to go for it. That's fine. Nice bit of Reavers coming out of this. We'll go at stage 2. We'll grab Mimic. It's not the greatest of abilities, but we need 4. They are already getting onto that other egg by the looks of things. We are going to try and contest this one, whichever one they're actually on. We know they're in here somewhere. Sounds like they're over there, but we might not stop this one, but we'll try it. Let's go to the lads. Try and get them in there. Might pull them off there. I wanted to ideally get this wildlife, but bollocks. We do isolate them now. I can maybe do something with this. And what's worth noting that I didn't mention in between the rounds there is that when hunters lose, they do get the auto balance system to give them a buff to HP and damage, just to give them a bit of an hand. Getting around this corner, I should be able to. Good, there it is. Get out there. We need to go for Jack now. Now Gorgon has a very shit damage, as you can see. This is why she's the weakest monster in the game. We just have to hope Hank doesn't see us. Good. That strike's not going to mean anything because we do have a las, but we just nearly fucking died trying to do that. But again, this is why Gorgon's just terrible. It's better to use her earlier on in the campaign as well when they don't have all the auto balance working for her. We're probably going to try and just rush stage 3 here. So we need to get the damage buff, the damage upgrade I should say. Are you the damage buff? You are not the damage buff. Just don't want that sloth seamer. Some contested. They are going to damage another egg, that's fine, they've gone back over there. We will immediately go for the stage 3. If we get 2 eggs, it's fine. We'll do acid and web as the max, we won't bother with mimic. It's not really worth it. Did kill that in the rig. Didn't find out where they're actually going now though. We'll get back inside because we know they're in there somewhere. Was where my spider was there, but I didn't make a mental note of it. Something that is worth mentioning, which we can try to do, we'll go to one of these two. Looks like they're going over for that. You can hatch the eggs and give yourself a little minion. We'll try and get one of these hatched. I'm hoping they've gone for the outer one. They haven't, of course they haven't. That's fine, that's just going to have to be another video then, because we need to start contesting. Unless we can make it through, I'm going to lose some armour there, that's fine. We need Hank. Do you want me in spider at the moment? Good. Laz is down there somewhere. Get rid of that. Depending on which way he is. No, he is there. Okay. As long as we keep hitting him, we'll be able to tell where he is. Good. He's lost his cloak now. Where'd he go? Should be able to spend HP here, it's fine. Mimic that. We didn't mimic that. I just pressed 4 for some reason. Right, okay. Just didn't go through. Need to be looking at getting out here because I can't afford to. Maybe I can. Might be able to go for the full wipe. I think we can actually. Get it fucking close though. Yeah, there it is. Just went straight for it at the end in that one because it's Gorgon, so especially with Laz, so I can't really afford to be in and out because they just get unstriked whenever they get revived. So that is Phantoms, which is a weird one because Phantoms actually attack the monster as well, despite being labelled as a monster reward. So I actually don't know what the Hunter reward for that map is. I've been playing this game since release in 2015. I genuinely cannot remember which one it is. Something to do with birds, but I think it might be the one where there's less birds in the map, maybe. Because they're all back in the aviary, in the cage or something, I don't know. Can't remember which one it is. We're going on day 3 though, this is going to be rescue, just so we get all the modes in the game. Showing off to you. Rescue works the same as Nest, however the roles are basically switched. So we're going to be attacking this time, and the Hunter's going to be defending. But at the very beginning, getting out of stage 1 is still the same. You have to, it's on a really good map, really good cutscene on this map as well. Yeah, we're just going to be swapping roles, basically. But we're going to be getting out of stage 1 as quickly as possible. Very good cutscene on this one, because you actually get to see one of the monsters in animated form, you know? Even though the animations in this game are fucking amazing anyway. For this one, it is rescue. We will do... We'll do Behemoth actually. We'll save Kraken for day 5. We're on refueling tower, so we'll do Sandstone. Everything except Tome Grab at the very beginning. We will do Move Speed for Behemoth because we're going to be turning into a boulder as this monster. He is the transforming monster. Against a decent team. Weakest links are actually Medic and Trapper, which is 2 of the utility roles, so we'll see. That is the weakest Trapper in the game as well, Griff. Suffers from his own design.
This is Evan Star, Air Operator Mitchell, trapped on top of the refueling tower. I'm out of fuel and can't go down there to turn on the pump. Came here to pick up the captured Goliath, but turns out there's another one running around down there. It attacked my team. Everyone ran. I can see their flares from here. Help them.
Cutscene at the beginning of this also implies that there isn't just one of these things, and there isn't, as you'll see at the end as well, on day 5, there is literally fucking armies of these things. And the lore of the game didn't pull any punches or anything. Humanity in this particular timeline was just universally fucked. And, you know, the game played it out basically. Right, you're deceased for actually pursuing me. We'll take the early damage buff. I was going to leave you alive, lad. Even though I would have come back for you later, but... Trim your lifespan down, why don't you? We do lose a bar of HP for that though, which is hilarious. Yeah, it had a really down... Well, not really down, it was just realistic lore to it, this game. You know, unicorns, leprechauns, smiles, and selfies didn't save the human race, unfortunately, in this game's timeline, so it was very actually believable. We're just going to be doing the same as the previous round. We're going to be getting out of stage 1 as quickly as possible. Please don't disturb the tyrants. Good. You have quite a small line of sight on you, but they do pursue if they see you. I don't want to be over here because that's where the survivors are. Need 1 or 2 more bars. We are playing as the tank monster, obviously. He does have the biggest HP pool in the game. So he does have slightly more survivability at stage 1, but we still don't really want to go in because the damage is abysmal. So, where is it there? So they are reviving. We will just climb on here and we'll go for stage 2. Usually in this round, if you get the first 2, it's not really a big deal. Getting your revolves a bit more relevant. We'll grab Tongue Grab. We'll do Fisher and Lava Bomb for the attack. Wall doesn't really need to be upgraded until stage 3. So they have actually got them now, but we're just going to top the armour up. Looks like they are taking damage from something. They might be stuck on some wildlife. Start making our way over, but we probably are going to make it into that. But as I say, it doesn't really mean anything for the first round. We do have the damage buff as well, so we potentially could intercept here. It's got a bit of a long way to go. Right, okay. I was going to say, I'm going to tell you what. Lava bomb there. I don't quite have the range actually, just to cause them a bit of issues getting to it. I'm gonna get 1 through. Yeah, it's fine. Potentially 1 all, we just need to keep an eye on what's being revived. Because they've got a smaller HP pool, they can be revived pretty quickly as well. We're just going to commit to the kill here. Go for 1 each. A wee bit of fighting, because we do have a bit of HP there. There's a Phantom. Can I get me a Val? She's a bit too far away, it's fine. Go for Griff. The problem with Griff, as I said at the beginning, is he suffers from his own role, to be honest, because he's the hunter that's going to be targeted the most, but his only power actually comes from when the monster's running away from him. Try and wall that off. Not quite, she's got a gap to get through, that's fine. We're not losing HP, so we need to be wary. I thought to spend a little bit here, because we do, as I say, we do have a larger HP pool, because we are Behemoth, but we don't really want to push it into the realms of being ridiculous. Took me a vaguely isolated Sunny though, that's good. I'm sure these Phantoms aren't attacking me as well. I think they are, to be honest, which is why we took about half our bar. That's what I said in the loading screen though. For some reason they attack the monster as well, which is very weird. Did I just hallucinate something that was over here? Oh, okay. I saw it on the smell range and then it vanished and then I saw it again, that was weird. Okay, that's fine. We have stage 3 ready now, we're going to go in for 1 more just before we do evolve, because there's going to be 2 more of them over here. So it's not going to be the end of the game quite yet anyway, for anybody. Somebody out there, I think. Yeah, there is. They're a bit disjointed at the moment. It's going to be an isolated medic. Good. Slammer on the ground. Give me a free strike. I would like to get move speed, actually. Just while we can. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going on here, lads? Why are we all damaged? Please don't kill him. I'll try to get stage 3 in a video. Good. That's move speed there. Tell by the speed it's actually moving at, because it does have its own buff. There we go. Right, I tell you what, we'll get stage 3 in here. Just before we go in there. Might as well. So max wall, because it is a wonderfully refreshing ability. It leads into what I said at the beginning of the video with this, when I said that ASIMs aren't ASIMs anymore. So if you look at this big fucking boulder, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a new viewer and you haven't seen this before, if you're imagining what a big wall would be, what you've just seen, what we summoned up there when it was at tier 1, what this thing would summon, you probably, the image you've seen in your head is probably correct. It is massive, like a dam, literally, which is always something I like to show off. The rest of them, I don't know why they're frozen in place. Still coming over the wall. Shit, didn't realise she was there. It's gonna be the insta-heal. I was about to say that was very weird. She might die at DOT. Does. The wallet. Mate, I've walled everything that shouldn't. That's the size of it though. You can climb it as well, which is hilarious. Right, you're going to make it to there, so we're going to abandon you, but we're going to grab you instead. Good. I'm going to be taking a bit of real damage here, I think. Drop the Sunner. Get a strike on her. 2 all at the moment, I think. Still over there, fighting wildlife, I think. That's fine, get out, because we're spending way too much here. Gonna make that, I think. And end up pushing her into it. Yeah, they get it. That's fine. I really need to get armor, to be fair. Do as much damage at range, because it does a lot of damage when you take its hits. Got no armor to protect myself either. Bodies up here actually, depending on where they are. Yeah, gone round already. It's fine. Excuse me. Shit. It's fine. I'll pull a phantom into the mix. I need to be more concerned about what's going on over here, because they can now win. All they need to do is get 3 of them there, so we need to get a move on here. Try to thread it through, it doesn't really mean anything, so we'll go for you while you're isolated. Look at that. They can revive each other as well, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to go for strikes. Because I'll be able to revive that other one. Yeah, they are getting a revive in the background, that's fine. Get rid of the medic. Where is the drop thing, which is concerning them, because we do get that one over there. I just don't want any of them to sneak off, because we're at serious risk of losing it, if they do. Fucking phantoms again. It's gonna be death. Get you. And then there's one left. I don't know where the drop zone is. That's fine, go for this. We can win it. It's isolated. Should be it. It isn't it. That's fine. There it is. Yeah, should be it now because it's miles away. Just need to kill him. There it is. Put up. Our sun has been unlocked, because we are going to be playing as goalie in day 4 as well. Day 3 refueling tower is probably the best time you can get this as well, because this is a second monster. So there's going to be me and a minion in the next round. Especially against day 4 hunters, which are the hardest hunters to deal with. Because day 5 is a defend-based mission where it's you start at stage 3. So day 4, when they've got the auto balance working for them in such a way now that it's just insane amounts of HP and damage, when a second monster's going to go a long way to help us. We are going to be playing as goalie though. Goalie being the best monster in the game. But, you know, it is what it is. Day 4 is going to be Fusion Plant. That's very fitting because it's the first map as well. Sure. So it is Hunt again, same as the day 1 round. We're going to be playing as Goliath in this one. We're going to have a miniature Goliath following us as well. So, yeah. There's no map-based reward in day 4 either. It's either dictated on by day 5, so it's... we'll do default actually, just to beat the spirit. It is Fusion Plants. I'm doing this like it's a regular video, ignore me. Traversals will be the perk choices. Parnell, Jack, Carla and Val. Not the worst team. Parnell's probably the highest DPS assault in the game, so... Behind... not maybe behind... It's kind of like a side grade from Torvald. Torvald's very good if you're landing your mortars, but it takes a bit more work to land mortars than it does with Parnell. Here we go. But yeah, day 4 is either armoured minions in the next round if we win this, or they get armoured turrets. That's my boy. Pretty cool. Right. He's gonna cliff jump with me, nice. Go on lad, let's go. Living that tribe life. There's something to be said about the lore of it, obviously, because this minion can't evolve, and it was a skin of a monster that was never actually playable. The little red tinge that he has to him, you can't actually get that as a skin as goalie, so it's kind of like a minion level society kind of thing, you know, with the monsters, where some of them can't evolve. And then you've got, like, say, the soldiers, which is who we're playing as, you know, if you want to consider it like that. Bit of an interesting thing to think about with the lore, though. Because the monsters themselves are actually intelligent. Like, some of them can actually speak to humans, so, you know, telepathically anyway with Wraith. But they are genuinely intelligent. Because obviously you've got Goliath as well, who, even though he's throwing rocks and he's throwing himself about, he's actually capable of predicting trajectories and stuff like that, you know? So, yeah, we're going to just get in stage 2 as quickly as possible. You'll see the you'll notice the size difference here as well. Like, so, cause we're both stage 1 at the moment. You'll notice how big we actually get if we stand next to him. He's going to move away though. Don't fight that. It's fine. They're over there as well. That's not good. I will take a move speed. Don't want to alert them birds. He's going to alert them birds. Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away! That's fine. We skirt round. We don't fight him yet. Get over here. Please don't throw yourself at him. I do try and keep my son alive when we do this. He's kind of a danger to himself though. We'll get a bit of distance and then we'll get for the evolve. Yeah, we'll just do it here. That's actually bank them. Right, let's go for it here. Go to stage 2. I actually thought he was doing something else then, that's... Panic over. We'll go rock, we'll do leap and fire, the usual. My lads here. So you'll see the size difference if he comes over here a little bit more. You'll notice how big we've actually got. Stage 1 up to stage 2 is probably one of the bigger growths. So you'll notice, look, size. Oh, this way, lad. Still need some armour. There's a tracking shot by the looks of things. Yeah, there. Fact, actually. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start. Bollocks, I forgot he existed. It's fine. We are gonna go for Jack here, actually, thinking about it. Val even, that's not Jack. Good. Just tranked me though. Now we go for Jack because we need to get out of this dome. Get him, lad. Get him. Give him the slap. There it is. Nice. We TP'd away. Just move away. It's fine. Pretty good first fight. My boy is committing. Don't really want him to do that, to be fair. He's just killed him because the timer's just started. That's hilarious. Oh shit, coming back now. You are here. Okay, good. Because I thought he might have TP'd back onto him there. Get some more bars. One bar away from stage 3. Trying off the top ropes. Don't know where Carla is at the moment. Kind of hoping it doesn't end here when we down him, because I would like to show stage 3 goalie. It's ridiculous if we don't. We're just going to go for this. He's run off on his own, so he's not really going to be able to do anything here. Yep, it's fine. Shit, they're actually here. We just want medic first, to be fair. She's probably going to get that revive, but it's fine. There's another one over there as well. I think Jack's back, is he? Somebody without a strike there. That's Carla, actually. Thinking about it. Get rid of that. Just they can't go through it. Right. Try and beam through there. Can't get a rock. They're not actually coming this way for some reason, that's fine. Whatever. We'll go and grab stage 3. I am going to get rid of that, because that's a recipe for disaster. Just get rid of it. Especially when we're going to be evolving here. It's fine, my little lad is not going in. So you'll see the size difference here now, because we're stage 3. If he comes over. Yeah. Actual father figure size. That's the difference between, you know, the different sizes of the evolutions. Because he stays at stage 1 all the way through. Should be sitting pretty because we do have a second monster still alive, and we are stage 3, so that's a ridiculous amount of pressure they have to deal with. He's lost a bit of HP though. He's got some armour though, so... Although the armour doesn't really last very long on me minions. On to that. We want to dive in head first just before he shows up so he doesn't take as much damage. Now that was weird. I've never seen that happen before. I keep forgetting about Jack, man. Medic's not looking where she's going. Jack's horny posting. We are going for Carla here because she can cloak and run off. We are domed at the moment, but we can deactivate the dome, so it's fine. Shit, I didn't quite get that off. Nice, he has got him. Then we go to Iron Parnell. Get him, lad. There it is. Good shit. Father and son live. I just like to keep the minion alive, dude. It's funny. Try and get through it with it anyway, because with it being day 4, they do die pretty quickly. But there was quite a few formation mistakes in that round from the others. So this will be day 5. As I say, day 5 is defend. Always defend. So we start at stage 3 in this one, we're going to be cracking. We have to destroy generators in this one. The hunters win if they're fucking hell skimped on everything, man. It's quite a short round that though, 7:22. Hunters win if they kill me, or if they survive long enough for the timer. I win if we destroy the final power source, and that's it, because killing hunters in this round doesn't mean anything. They can infinitely respawn. So it is day 5 hunters though as well, so they've got insane amounts of damage. New Calico is going to be the final defend map. Very common map this one. Rarest one's King's Fort. Closely followed by Colonial Water and Power, and then I'd say Salveron Industries, and then New Calico is probably the most common. We'll do Elder Kraken in this one, we'll just do regular Kraken. It's Rogueval, Sunny, Abe and Parnell. Very similar to the previous round actually. We'll do Voodoo for this one. Did Voodoo Wraith, we'll do Voodoo Kraken. We do get all the points to spend, so just 2 me on everything and then Lightning Strike. Traversals will be the perfect choice, it's just easier to stay in the air. Kraken's traversals work a little bit different than other monsters. You use them to take off, and then you get a small mid-air dash, but it's more about keeping yourself in the air more than anything. So having more of them by the lower cooldown perks generally what I go for. I think this was Abe as well, which is actually good into Kraken. Right, final round, here it is. It is Abe as well. Abe's probably the best trapper you can have into Kraken, to be honest. Pulls him out of the sky very consistently with stasis. Stasis is the correct slowdown you need for Cthulhu. Fucking size of this monster, dude. It's one of the biggest monsters in the game, Kraken as well. You can tell by the sound design of him as well. We'll split push from the minions, go around the other side. So basically what you do as monster in this one is you just using your HP to basically distract the hunters. So your minions can do the generators. Get rid of the turrets, now I'm getting pulled out of the sky already. Do get rid of that. Let's get rid of that turret. So we're going to get pulled out of the sky very frequently, yeah. Do want to go for Abe so we can get him down so we don't have to deal with too many stasis grenades. About to drop armor though. So we're going to be taking a lot of damage because it is day 5 hunters, so do get Abe. Get me back this way. This one. Some more armor. Did get through the first generator pretty damn quickly actually. I don't want him to see me because I want to just get the rest of this. It does. So they are going to kill the minions though. Minions will move forward now, so they respawn out of these rifts here. These. She did insta-heal there, which is what the little green flash was. That's Rogueval's character ability. Yeah. Getting stasis again. This one. Medic's not in position at the moment, so they're suffering pretty fucking hard here. Doing barely anything to her here, dude, because that's the tankiness for day 5. Losing HP now as well, I just need to be aware of that. I think she managed to get Parnell up there as well. It's not great. We are going to get through second generator level, so things. We're just going to get some armour. Didn't really achieve much of anything there, but it does buy us the generator. Moving on to the power source now. This is the last area. It's a bit more tankier than the other 2 generators. Usually go down pretty quick, so that's the damage buff. Potentially could get it, to be fair. Might actually need it, to be honest, thinking about it. It's kind of in an awkward place at the moment now, because if I start attacking it, they're going to see me. And then they can just break you out of it, so... Minions coming in now, I'll get rid of some of these turrets. Managed to get the insta-heal off. That's kind of shit. Was that over there? We need to get you because your fucking support drones are doing a lot of issues, causing me a lot of issues. Okay, the tree into the waterfall. Good. "24 seconds left on minions." I don't have any minions in it, I don't think. No, I've got 1. It's not going to do any more of the damage to the power source, though, because they give up once they get to a certain amount of HP. Get rid of this, because this is just literally making it impossible to kill Val. Gonna bounce about this way, that didn't work. Get it off again, yeah. It's day 5 Val, dude. Nothing if not determined. Good, at long last. We're fucking getting down to half HP, we'll get out. Did I lose too much? Shit. Bouncing that way. Good. Right, it's fine. Minions are working on the power source, so they have to go back over there, that's fine, it gives us time to get the armour. Out position a bit so they can't arm the minions, so it looks like we're going to do it. Yeah. There it is. XP that's meaningless, but you know. there it is. It's going to be the end of the campaign. A bit of disclaimer at the end, because obviously the last round was a little bit stompy, considering it was day 5. This is bots, so they don't have the sort of awareness, even though the bots in this game can actually hold their own in the base game modes and all that kind of stuff. Good positioning and maintenance of minions is something they don't possess. If you have that, it becomes significantly closer from somebody who's played this back in the day of lives, when it was alive. Behemoth was the greatest threat. Which day was that? It was Aviary, wasn't it? I think. Was it Aviary? Wraith? No, Wraith, Gorgon. It was Refueling Tower. Yeah, back in the day it was significantly tighter on games because it was more, you know, there was players against players. Here it's monster against bots. The reason I don't play Hunter as much is because the monster AI is significantly worse than the Hunter AI. It just basically plays the game as though it's at stage 3, fucking stage 1. It'll just run in and it dies because it's not the nature of the game. So we do monster videos only for that reason. But yeah, there it is. That's what ASIMs were, fellas. Obviously, you have to use a little bit of intellect to just imagine that, you know, you need to realise what it was like with players back in the day, because it was actually really fun. And ever since this game died, the ASIM genre just fell off a fucking cliff completely. I don't give a shit if the top of the genre has Michael Myers and Springtrap in it. It's still a fucking dog shit game, and I will continue to say that as they continue to drive it into the ground with nonsensical Twitter-based changes that are ruining the game, and actually, for a lot of the people who are toxic in that game and have a go at me for having a go at it, having a go at how bad the game is, actually making their experience worse at the same time, because all they do is complain about the game as well. Or they turn a blind eye to it, which is what toxic positivity is, and is one of the situations why now, as survivors in that game, you can run around with literal fucking flashbangs. So it is what it is at the end of the day. That game's gone fucking downhill, and now we're all stuck with it. Carnival Hunt, ladies and gentlemen, I would massively encourage you to have a look at that if you found this video. I am posting some videos of that at the moment. We've got a week's worth of closed alpha that I bought into. So I'm going to be putting out some videos on daily on that for the run of it. And then obviously for the next alpha closed test, or if they move it to beta, they might move it to beta. Then people will actually get to start playing it, the broader public. We'll continue doing videos on it there as well, because it'll be a bit more of a larger player base. What I will say with Carnival Hunt, just here to do a little mini review that's unrelated to this, it's got its issues, but it is not anywhere near as shit as what Dead by Daylight is in the current state of Dead by Daylight. In that game, as the bunnies, which are the survivors, you actually have to have an intellect to play the game. You have to know where things are. You have to search for things. You can use things that you find in chests to fight back against the magician, and it is done in a beautiful way that is not egregious. It is not game losing for the monster. You can put marbles down on the floor to stun them for a couple of seconds if you walk over them. You can actually see these marbles as the monster. If you walk up to, I believe if you walk up to the marbles, if you do actually catch sight of them, it's very hard to, as it would be, because they're just marbles on the ground. You can press E on them and remove them. Get rid of them via magic trick hand movements, because you're a magician. You know, there's a lot of attention to detail in the game as well. It's got a lot of promise. It's probably going to last for about fucking 2 weeks, as every other ASIM does that has genuine promise, potential, and more of a fucking future than what Dead by Daylight actually has, or more of an exciting future, I should say, by virtue of... well, actually, sorry, Carnival Hunt does as well, because it's actually original. This is also the first ASIM we've got in a long time that isn't fucking licensed at long last, you know, so they can actually do what they want to do with it. You know, they can actually make unique designs instead of literally just going down to the fucking video store, watching every movie in the franchise and just copying and pasting characters from it, you know, and having zero creativity whatsoever. But, you know, it is what it is. It's probably, well, no, last year was the other one. Last year had a lot of promise as well. Still don't know what's going on with last year, just to fill you in on that. The servers are, I believe, shut down at the moment, but they said they were going to work on it. They said they were going to relaunch it as Forest Hills the last year. They proceeded to do that. They did some concept art in the Discord server for that game, and then proceeded to just go completely fucking silent, and nobody's any wiser. All the devs left the Discord, so we can assume that's just been dropped with no word of anything. So fuck knows what happened with that. Apparently, some guy put in the server that the company itself on the registry in Canada is apparently still a company and it's still functioning. I don't really buy that though, to be fair, considering everybody just dipped. But they did just drop some seriously good monster designs and had like they were making new maps and all that kind of stuff. And then next thing you know, they just fucked off without a trace. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I assume that's dead. That was also an original ASIM that had a lot of creativity. We had a giant spider, something that DBD still doesn't have, because I'm convinced, based on the animation quality of behaviour and how they just can't fucking animate, they are terrified to try and tackle the spider. So we still don't have a spider over there, but we did in last year, and it was beautifully animated. It had some very gruesome executions as well, biting heads off survivors and things like that, what it could do in last year. We've had this game, you know, what you've just seen, animation quality, atmosphere, literally everything is peak in this game. It's just shy a couple of balance changes here and there. Perfectly revivable game. Unfortunately, the publisher's a bit of a fucking idiot though, and just can't see what the problem actually is by, you know, not having it listed on the Steam store. So it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, we'll see how Carnival Hunt goes. But at the moment, it's got a couple of issues with the pacing of the game itself because there's a lot of walking around and nothing's happening. And what's concerning me right at the moment is nobody seems to be mentioning this, and you need to think about retaining players. If people are going to be walking around as Monster for fucking 30-minute games, you know, where barely anything's happening, they're not going to stick around for that. I can tell you that right now, mate. Because one of the complaints with this game was hunting the monster was boring when you were finding tracks, which is what I touched on briefly in, well, going into the second round when we got the hostile wildlife, where they could have literally just had periodic wildlife attacks and that would have fixed that problem because you'd have something to do whilst looking for the monster. But yeah, 30-minute stretches of it, 20-30-minute stretches of it, of just walking around, not doing anything. I don't see it. But, you know, I put it in the Discord. I don't know if anybody's responded to it yet, because obviously I've not checked, but we'll have to see. As the feedback, my feedback anyway. There you go, fellas. Filled in on the ASIM genre. There's your asymmetrical news for this week. There you go. Hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you for the next one. Bye.